Good morning. I lost my iPad. Happy birthday. You guys are saying happy birthday to I lost my iPad, I hope. Take down that address I lost, E. I'll send you something if you send me your address. Happy birthday. Time to think it over. Right, Sandy? 1 week. Sorry to hear about that, Slim. I don't know what love is. You to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. Boop, 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 boop. Can't stop now. Can't stop now. I wanna know. I want you to show me. All right. Good morning, everybody. As the world turns, so do the colonizing jars in my tent. Hold everything. We'll be right there. What the heck? Okay, so pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, okay? Here we go. This was from a couple of days ago, right? Right? A couple of days ago, right? You guys have seen that. You're bored. That one's boring. You've seen it 100 times already. What's it look like a couple of days later? Does anybody care? Who wants to see what this looks like a couple of days later? Should we show you the next video? Do you think there's more in there or less? Have we taken some out or have we put some in? What are you thinking? Until I get some answers, I can't move forward. And until some thumbs get off the couch, I can't move forward. If you have a thumb that's laying in bed, go get it. Go wake your thumb up. So, are there more in here? How did more, if there are more in there, how do you think it could have happened? I would love to show you the next video, but not with this minimal participation we have going on here. We have like 50% likes on the buttons. That does not get me to push the next video button. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna forget about it this morning. Next time you guys feel like seeing what it looks like now, as of last night, next time you see it, go ahead and hit a like button. If you don't hit a like button, I don't hit the play button. Boop. That's all there is to it. So, nope. We still haven't made anybody move on that. So, never mind. Here we go. Forget it. Forget it. I'll show it some other time when there's more interest. Okay? Right now, there's just not enough of you care. So, that's okay. Nobody can force somebody to care or force somebody to hit the like button. Oh, Sandy, have you seen the new one? No, that didn't work. Steve, there's 50 people here, 35 likes. That's sounding like 15 people that are going, I ain't hitting the like button. Not gonna do it. It's okay. One of the things that they teach us in the 4 agreements is to not take things personally. Okay? So we don't take it personal. One of these days, you guys are someone will wake up and go, gosh, I wish I'd have pushed the button so I could see that other video. Okay? Happy birthday, I lost my iPod. He lost an iPod. Okay? Happy birthday. I heard, I don't know it for sure, but I heard that Pop Croons may drop by. We'll see. Disky, am I seeing you here? It's your 38th birthday, I lost. I would have said you were 28. I would have thought you were 28. Disky, I see you. Disky, would you please send me your address for a box that you won? I have not got that address. If you did send it to me, it's in the ether world somewhere. I have a box sitting over there with Disky's name on it. Disc! Get me an address, please. Best place to send it is here. fungi2u.pops@gmail.com. Okay, Disky's sending it now. Hey, wait a minute. Am I seeing more likes? Am I seeing more likes up there? Oh, by the way, I want you to, I'll send me your address here too. I'll send you a little birthday present. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to have an interesting giveaway. Hey, we are only, literally, there's a bunch of people are going to be showing up in, is it called Pigeon Ford? Is it? Yes, Mr. Phillips, there will be a new website. We are officially announcing that there's a new website. It's called DetroitMushLab.com, but it's not open. There is a web page, but there's nothing to it. November 1st is my grand opening. Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge. Remember pigeons? Yesterday we found out that they're art critics. Okay? November 1st, the store will open again. We're doing it that way on purpose, nerdy. DetroitMushLab.com. Well, we're doing it that way on purpose, announcing a date just like they do shows. Stores. And guess what? We're looking at March 1st. March 1st. Avatar's going to have a birthday on our opening. March 1st. Retail store opening. Retail store. Brick and mortar front. It's in the plans. Did anybody hear that? I whispered it. But we're speaking things, we're working on them in the background. We're getting all the licenses, and we're getting leases, and we're getting decorators, and we're getting, yeah. Because don't gourmet people that are growing gourmet mushrooms and every other thing, grains and containers and you name it, we should be having it there. It's gonna look like we're looking like, I have two options. I'm gonna go sleek, cool, modern, or I'm gonna go old general store with the wooden barrels full of grain. You go scoop your own grain, stuff like that. I might go with that old general store look. What do you think of that? Like the feed and seed, just like my old feed and seed store, but very clean. Clean as clean could be, right? The old general store motif would be the idea. Because I go to the dispensaries now. If I go to a dispensary, there's one around here. It is the cleanest, neatest. You walk inside, you feel like you're on a high rise on Fifth Avenue in New York or something. And I like that look too, that clean industrial look, commercial industrial look. I love that. Glass and chrome. But I don't know that that's going to be where we go with the mushrooms. Can you imagine we even want a display case? And there'll be stuff going on inside the display case. I know the dispensaries, right? Who just said that, Kieran? The dispensaries are getting so fancy. Gosh, how do they pay for that decorating? Oh, we have to pay 5 times as much for an eighth, right? Okay. Anyways, that's what we're looking for. Are you guys excited? I am, right? Keep pushing forward, but watch out. Remember what happened to Pops a couple of months ago? Well, I feel like it was a couple months ago already. It's only been 2 or 3 weeks. I have to watch my health, not get too far ahead of myself. Stay humble. That's the thing that gets me, is that part when I stop getting humble and I start thinking I'm something special. And next thing you know, special hits walls. The humble guys, they can kind of fly around. The humble guys miss cliffs all the time. Yeah. I feel like there's enough likes now. I feel like some people's thumbs have woke up. Let me show you guys this, okay? I'm gonna show you guys this. So, we know this was a couple of days ago, right? What do we got going on in there? About 50 tubs? Yeah. Let's add a few. Why did I show you that? Why did I show you that? To show you that November 1st is coming. Oh, we keep our word. That's a reset. Is there room, and let me ask you guys a quick question here. Is there room in that room for more? Is there room in that room for more? Definitely an island in the middle, big boy. Column right down the center. All three walls, closet filled, and an island right down the middle. I get excited. We got good stuff happening again, right? Trust old Pops. Trust old Pops. He'll clean up that crash site. Dig through it all, figure out what went wrong, and start flying again. Are we busy? One of the reasons, again, I show this is like, it's not because all of a sudden I cannot be humble. No. Come on, guys, look around. Look at yourself. If I can do this, finish the sentence. If I could do this, finish the sentence. ... If Pops can do it, Losty just said it. I mean that. This isn't this isn't some lost art that only Aztecs know how to do. Terry said it. Carlotta said it. This is not some lost Aztec art that you have to sacrifice one of your children to that god to learn how to do this. What is it? It's commitment, and it's kindness to what you're doing. Boy, they know you're being kind. They also know, you know what they know? True story. They know when you're out there blowing your own trumpet too loud. They go, oh, so you think it's you. Watch what we did to Mother Teresa. No, excuse me. I said Mother Teresa. I get her mixed up. Maria Sabina. Not Mother Teresa. Look what we did to Maria Sabina. Look what we did to the whole village. You guys started selling out for the wrong reasons? I had a millionaire, quad millionaire. This guy's worth a lot of money. This guy starts dispensaries up. He just picks a corner in Detroit and goes, that one right there, clear the property, start a new building, here's the designs. 5 months from now, I want a dispensary open there and kicking out $10,000 worth of product every day, more. He just, whenever he feels like it, I'll just start a new dispensary on this corner. I know the guy. I got in his back pocket on a small deal out in Western Michigan, so I could be around guys that have that kind of at least 5 times. I'm Pops, right? Everybody in the situation, right? That guy right there, he knows how to grow mushrooms. Talk to him about growing mushrooms. And I'm always like, I don't talk. I listen when I'm in these groups. These are smart men. I'm just coming along. At least 5 times. Mr. A, he's an Arab. Mr. A, I'll give you $100,000 to set up what you have going in your grow room. He's only seen pictures. In this big factory, I'm going to, $100,000, let's go. He's not afraid to take the risks. I have the spot, he's shown it to me. I'll pay you. Consultant fee, $100,000. He's tried to talk me into it minimum 5 times. I don't want a dime. Nor do I want to set up a factory for him. I don't want one single dime from him, nor do I want to set up that factory for him. Not because I'm trying to hog the knowledge. Dude, Mr. A, you could do it yourself, or you could figure this whole thing out. You could go out for your $100,000, you could get 10 of me. You could get 10 of me. You know why I won't do it? There's only one reason. There's only one reason. And this is me being as moralistic as I can be with my mushrooms. As ethical and moral as I can be. I'm not even tempted. That $100,000, I've been there. I played the feather your nest game. There's only one reason. Because he's not doing it for the right reasons. Sandy says it. It's not. He's doing it so he could go out there and make a whole lot more money from it. He's looking at it like, all I got to do is this, and I can equal that. He's not, he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gossiping or passing judgment on him. But people that want to take their $100,000 and get something, why are they doing that? Are they doing that so they could grow good medicine and get it out? And then they could teach other people, and then they could grow a community of people together, and that community could grow, each one of those little guys could start their own forest? Oh, Carlotta, he'll put in the work. I mean, he'll get the building, he'll do all of the legal part. That's not because it's because they see mushrooms. Mushrooms are coming down the pike now. They are coming down the pike as the new weed, the new Wild West. Here it's coming. I'm watching it. I've been watching it for 2 years now. This is where they're going to be. There's going to be people. There's a lot of you guys know this stuff real well. You know how to do it. I don't know, could you set up a large-scale grow, like sit down and sketch out, go, boom, here, boom. I could give you the SOPs, the standard operating procedures for a large-scale grow. Print it. Start selling it as a book. Tomorrow's class is going to be on sequential growing. I'm going to talk to you about what we do in that room. I'm going to talk to you about how to get yourself stubs going every 5 days. Every 5 days. Whether you add 1 to your stack or you add 10 to your stack. Every 5 days. A sequential grow. I'm not selling that for $100,000 to anybody. I'm going to do it live on YouTube. I'm going to do it live on YouTube and explain it. Mr. A, if you want, you could sit in my living room and take notes. And I don't want any money from you for it. And it's not because Pops is some kind of a saint, or Pops doesn't want money, or he doesn't like a Cadillac, or because he isn't I wish my fishing boat was as big as everybody else's. No, that's not the reason why. The reason why, I mean, if I haven't figured it out by now, you take advantage of the mushrooms and you're done, pal. You do this for the wrong reason, you're done. And it doesn't take long. I can't explain it. Just like I can't explain yin and yang. I can't explain karma. I can't explain kindness begets kindness. I can't explain spiritual principles. I'm old enough to have been around long enough to look at them, observe, and go, that's a spiritual principle. It's a Newtonian law. It's as good as a law of physics. What is that law? You try to make profit. You're in the medicinal mushroom game business to make money. The mushrooms will smell you out and you will fail. I can't say it any louder. I have watched it. I've been 3 or 4 people attached to me. Oh, you're going to be the guy. I'm going to be your partner. And I'll be your silent partner. I'll be your this. And I'm like young in the mushroom business and dumb. And I believe everybody has the right spirit. Oh, if I feel this way, so must my buddy, Professor X. These people are in it sometimes long enough to set you up. Wrong reasons. There is few people left from just 2 to 3 years ago. I could name a whole list of them. People I believed in, people I thought, yeah, we're going to make this mushroom community the best thing ever. And you find out that they start doing it, even if they started out for the right reason, all of a sudden money starts coming past. I can't explain it enough. Slingy, they drop like flies. You think that Pops goes, an ounce of dry fruits, a good market value, $180, $200. Pretty decent stuff. This little good decent stuff. I'm going to show them the best stuff you've ever seen. Not just pretty good stuff. Not wispy little thing. Chonkers so big, so full, because we've taken the time to isolate it and cultivate it and clone it and get it down to 3 beautiful strains. This is it. And for a price that just makes sure that the bills are paid. That's it. If it's about making money, there's other places and other ways to make money. Let's go flip a building. We could go flip a house. Dad and I, we could flip a house in 2 months and make $50,000. Boom, like that. For the same amount of work. There's places and ways on the planet to make money, to build, to invest, to grow. If you're doing it, if I'm doing it, there's two pitfalls for me. One, I'm avoiding easily: money. God darn it, I give away more than I make. There's other ways to make money. My number one pitfall I avoid. The way I avoid it is by giving it away. I feel bad for even having to charge for my book, but there's materials, there's print, there's ink. Ink's ridiculous. Ink costs $70 for cartridges of ink, and you can print like 10 books. The ink's ridiculous. So yeah, you gotta pay for that a little bit. What about the grow house? The grow house, I don't own it. I lease it under a completely anonymous situation. So even when it gets busted, you won't be tracked to me. What about all the utilities that it takes to keep the grow house going? What about the casual labor to help me on the cleanings and things? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's part of the fun that I have. I keep track of it like it's a real business, but it's a non-profit organization. Have you seen some of these non-profit organizations, the way they run? Have you seen them? Usually the president of the nonprofit organization gets about 80% of the income. Oh, it costs money for me to administrate this situation, and I got myself a little bit of a salary, and then he brings in and then the contracts go only to the brother-in-laws. And have you seen some of the dirty stuff that gets pulled? We can't pull any of that either. If you do, what's going to happen next time I show up at the grow house? The grow house will look green. It'll look green from outside. I've been there. The one other thing that gets pops, and I, gosh darn, work on this. I really do. The other part is humility. Sometimes my head gets so fat. Look at you. You got the biggest grow going. Your stuff is the best. The edge God out part, ego, the edge clarity out, the edge awareness out part starts trying to take credit for this. Lucifer. He was the angel of light. This is just a fable. I'm just going to tell you a fable, a myth, okay? Don't cancel me. Yeah, nerd, you're right. It's easy. What nerd just said, when you're showered with love and gratitude every morning, it would be easy to let it go to your head. Listen, Lucifer, He was given the position of head angel, and you're in charge of the music and the choir and everything else. You're in charge of all the worship music, Mr. Lucifer. Lucifer means light, angel of light. Luce, right? Luce. So you got this guy, good-looking angel. He's in charge of everything. And he's standing up there at the front. Oh, God's back here behind him. And God's doing the ministrations and whatever for his celebration. But this Lucifer guy, he's standing up there and he's directing the choir. And he's getting all this. He's facing the crowd of all the other angels. And all the other angels start singing, and they've got the glorious praises, and they got these beautiful tunes going. Everything's... After a while, the Lucifer guy, who's staring at them and directing, he starts thinking they're singing to him. Look how important I am. They wouldn't sing this good if it weren't for me. They're forgetting that they're actually singing to the guy right behind him. But he's right here. I'm the big shot of this whole show. He didn't start out that way. He started out as the angel of light. But he forgot. The thing behind him is what they were really interested in. The mushrooms, the mycology, the information. That's what they're really interested in. Not you, dude. It's really easy for me to get Lucifered. So that is a confession. That's something I work on. Practice. Remind yourself and pay the penalty. Pay the penalty when you've gone too far, dude. He started out as an altar boy. Jesus Christ, you know how he started out. You were the one that named him. You were the one that said, Lucifer, okay, you're going to be in charge of all this music, and you're quite something. Why don't you run the music ministry for us? Why don't you run the mushroom ministry for us, Pops? The guy comes along and he says, why don't you run the mushroom ministry for us, Pops? And next thing you know, I'm like, well, this is all about me. All about me now. We have 2 giveaways. We're not going to forget them. But we're going to roll straight into let's learn some stuff. We have 10 minutes. I'm going to talk about spores. And another 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about more stuff. When I show these videos to you guys, I want you to really believe me that I'm not trying to show Pops as some kind of a mycology all-star. No. It's, gosh darn it. If Pops can do it, I can do it too. Doesn't matter the scale you're doing it on. You don't have to do it on a... You don't have to go freaking lease a house somewhere in the middle of nowhere and settle this. You don't have to do that. But you can do a couple of tubs, can't you? You can get to work on it, can't you? And as a result of that, you will be the one growing. Besides just your mushrooms. And then I want you to take it one step further, like the Sandman's doing, and some of us. Grow the community around you. Spread it to people, and don't charge them $100,000 to do it. I know a guy literally today, he talks to me a lot, Pop, so what should I put in for step 7? I'm writing a standard operating procedure. I'm going to author this whole thing, and I'm going to turn around, I'm going to have it, and somebody's going to want to buy this from me. I know this guy. Doesn't live that far. Calls me. What should I write down for step number 7? I'm not helping you, bro. I'm not helping you. What you can do is you can come over to the lab one afternoon that we have students. Oh yeah, we still have students. I just don't talk about them too much to you guys, because guess what happens? It's sad. The students end up finding out that they're being gossiped about. So we just don't mention them. Why don't you come over and help with a student and then teach them in person your standard operating procedures? Is there an Herb here? Herb. Hello, Herb. Good morning, Herb. I'm seeing you guys throwing donuts at Herb. That means there must be a welcome, Herb. Hello, Herbie. Herb. Do we say Herb or Herb? Herb's a cool name. Herbert. Herb, we throw chocolate donuts at new people. If they're new here, we throw chocolate donuts at them. Usually they have to line up on a wall, and we throw them at them. You're dodging them. The first chocolate donut to hit you means you have to sit down. Herb, there's one reason we don't throw powdered donuts. We don't even allow powdered. For one reason. Some of us find them triggers. You know what I mean? From the center to the periphery, a spore germinates and the world begins. Thin and singular, the life of the fungus erupts as a filament of tissue, the hypha. With its simple form and curious wandering nature, the hyphal bud is easy to overlook. Okay, watch this. One moment. I'm going to show you a picture here. Where is that picture? Here we go. See all these little white dots? Boop, 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 boop. All those little white dots. Each one of those little white dots is a hyphal knot. That's the end of the hyphal. And each one of those has the potential of turning into a primordia and or a pin, then a pin. So when you see a cake like this that's quite knotty, it's naughty because it's not naughty because it's bad. It's naughty because it's good. Okay? That's what your hyphal knots look like. Little teeny. Right about day 10 to day 13 or so during your colonization, you'll see those little hyphal knots pop. By then, start putting your tub into fruiting conditions. Each one of these is merely another microbe among millions. Yet each holds within itself the life of countless mycelial networks to come. Each one of those has the potential to start as many tubs as I have in my at the grow house. That's what blows my mind about shrooms. Mind boggles me. How you can start with this much. And that's where do you guys know that other myth? There's another myth, legend, maybe true story, fable, I don't know. Some super duper, really spiritually together guy was able to multiply stuff, and he'd start with this much and he was able to feed 5,000. He'd start with 1 or 2 little fish. He'd start with 1 or 2 little loaves of bread. Next thing you know, a whole mountainside of people was filled. I think of mushrooms like that. We start with one little one like this, and the next thing you know, 69 people here are getting fed, and then all of the people that you know, that you're involved with, that you're helping, they're getting fed. 12.7 followers on the subscribers on this channel. We just hit the 0.7. 1,000 on IG. All getting fed from one or two little fish. If that alone doesn't boggle your mind, if that alone doesn't take you to your knees, my goodness. And then a guy like Lucifer wants to come along and take credit for it like he did it himself. And then guys like Professor X's want to come along and take the money from you for it. Oh, look what I'm going to take you. I want more money. More! Give me more. I would argue that spiritual guy knew what he was doing. I don't think he was up there not teaching, was he? Wasn't the whole thing, wasn't the reason they were even on a mountainside in the first place, was to be taught? Was there an admission fee? Was there an admission fee? Oh, I know what it is. He was handing out standard operating procedure manuals and charging for them. $100,000 a manual. Any Pharisee in town wants one, you can have it. Any one of you Sadducees, any one of you guys, any one of you phony balonies, come and get home. Just give me $100,000 and you can do anything you want with this. I almost want to puke. Physically. I almost physically want to puke when I put it into words like that. Only one cell wide, the hypha spans a mere 1/100th of a millimeter as it moves through its substrate, which is also the fungus's habitat and source of nourishment. This small size is efficient for the lifestyle of the fungus, as its high surface area allows for maximum exposure to the environment, while minimizing crowding effects that the fungus may have on other species. It's a little pint-sized fella on purpose. Tiny little guy. So he can maximize his surface, and he doesn't run into other ones. The mycelium is as space efficient as the human circulatory system. The human circulatory system only takes up 5% of the human body, yet it's able to place a capillary no more than 3 or 4 cells apart. Likewise, listen. Likewise, more than 8 miles of mycelium may fill a single cubic inch of soil. 8 miles of mycelium in a cubic inch of our cake. You better stop it. You better not try to write a standard operating procedure on that. Each of these fungi only comprise 5 to 10% of its entire mass. During this process, hyphal growth is an act of temperature and spatial extension. As the mycelium moves forward, it grows apically. It grows apically, meaning from its tip or its apex. Keeps adding to the tip. Beep, 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 beep. More and more on the tip. As the tip is added to, the hyphal sidewalls are cemented in place. Each tip gets going longer. This starts getting cemented. I'm good right here. Boop, another tip. I'm strong. Boop. So all of this is getting... That explains the rope slinging. So it explains the tips we see going across the plate. Where's that picture? Here we go. Oh, well. The tips. Meanwhile, all of this is strengthening. As the tip is added to, the hyphal sidewalls are cemented in place. Once constructed, these walls do not lengthen. During this process, the fungus does not create a chain of discrete walled-off cells, as one might imagine. Rather, as the hypha extends, it constantly adds to the existing tissue, forming a single, interconnected, and massive cell. Much like a wild river system, mycelium flows as an open circulatory network of shared waters, nutrients, and information. Are we finding this interesting? Give me 5 people. Go. Keep reading a little bit more about that, Pops. Interesting? Some fungi do form cross walls. Or septum. It's called septum. S-E-P-T-U-M. The plural of septum is septa. Septa. They do form cross walls or septa in their hyphae, giving each thread the appearance of being comprised of individual cells. However, these septae almost always have a large opening or pore in their center that allows for the free movement of intramycelial contents. These fungi also form mycorrhizae with 90% of plants and frequently share nutrients and fluids between dozens of plant partners connected through a common mycelial network. In essence, these fungi are the circulatory system of the world. What is that movie that we've watched, that Fantastic Fungi? They do a phenomenal job of explaining this. Man, some trees, some plants are sending each other signals. There's a plant over here and a plant over here, and I got some roots, and I have some roots. And there's mycelial networks that are sending signals from plant A over to plant B through their mycelium. Hey, you got to grow a little over on the left-hand side. You get a little more sun if you lean to the left. There's mother trees in the area. The mother trees in areas. The mother trees figure out that little sapling over there, it's not going to make it. Not going to make it. It sends out signals through the mycelial network. Don't spend a lot of energy. Don't go over there. Don't put your thoughts and energies into that guy's root system. Not going to make it. Send them over here to this sapling. This sapling is going to make it. Etc. I don't know what other messages it's sending, but it's sending messages. The mother tree's in charge of the whole deal. And it's sending out this information through mycelial networks. Better stop trying to sell that to me. It's talking about being healthy. In essence, these fungi are the circulatory system of the world. As the hypha grows through its environment, it seeks out water and food. Water is absorbed through the surface of the hypha. Why do you think we mist? Why do we want our tubs humid? Not on the surface. We don't no. The air is wet. The hypha is grabbing oxygen and water out of the air. Through the surface of the hyphae, while nutrients are obtained by external digestion. These digestive enzymes are excluded primarily from the hypha tip. Our little hypha tips that are inside that tub, they're the fellas that are going out there, come on, give me some mist. Give me some wet, 90% plus humid air that I can grab, but I still need it to be about 74 degrees in here. And I need some fresh oxygen every 4 hours or so. But that's what our little hypha are doing. They're sitting there grabbing it on the surface and then digesting it through. These digestive enzymes are exuded primarily from the tip, and their composition varies in response to what their substrate is. Different fungi eat different things. Some are rather picky eaters that have adapted a very specific niche, and they don't discriminate. Some will eat almost anything in their path. Regardless of their substrate, all mycelia rely heavily on their digestive enzymes to transform substrates into compounds that are small enough for them to absorb. Some of these enzymes are soluble and can travel easily into external environments. Others stay bound on the surface of the mycelium or to the substrate that they touch, helping the fungus ensure that released nutrients are not eaten by other microbes. Oh, not in my food, baby. I'm not letting it out. To metabolize their substrate, fungi require oxygen, which is primarily taken in by diffusion. After the oxygen has gone through respiration in the hypha, it is expelled as CO2, carbon monoxide. This is later taken by the plant tissues that are above ground. It's down there creating CO2 that the plants like. And as fungus continues to travel onward, the byproducts of its digestion are left to permeate the environment, providing food for other organisms. This is as the mycelium is growing under our feet, under the ground. All this mycelial network's going on. Head in one direction, I'm going in one direction because I'm a tip and I'm growing, and this is taking a strong cord behind me. Along with these enzymes, the hyphal tip is also rich in the compounds needed to dissolve and rebuild its cell membrane and wall as the pressure of its intramycelial contents pushes it forward. New materials added to the tip quickly stream to the side and become lateral walls that are then fixed in place. Stacked on a wall now. That's what we see when we pull a cake apart and you see all those white strings and ropes running through it. Destroying and creating itself as it searches the world of its creation, the hypha endlessly unfolds, just like the blossoming of a 1,000-petal lotus. That's about hypha. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the mystery of myceliation. Give me 5 people. Tomorrow, can we talk about the mystery of myceliation? We'll be on page 15. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, well, we're not doing any of this book today because Pop's got all carried away about talking about don't be a profiteer. Do not, mystery of myceliation tomorrow. Okay? We won't get into the way to love today. What we did talk about instead was the way to not profit. I'm warning you. I'm warning you, profiteers. Make your money back. Make sure that you're not doing everything for free. Nobody's asking you to be a medicine man for free. But do you know that the medicine man in the tribe is usually the poorest guy? He doesn't have any belongings. He's not out there stealing other, the horses and trying to get to. Oh, he's got a couple of bat wings, eye of a newt, maybe a crushed mice skull, some owl poop. He's the guy that he doesn't care about the belongings. And what's he do with that stuff that he has and the information that he has? I don't know, single medicine man in a single tribe that is standing. I'd like insurance to pay for this before you come and sign some insurance forms here. Sign these forms before you come in my teepee. Well, I learned a lot, so because of that, I should, I'm worth $250,000 a year, base salary. There should be 250 horses outside my teepee every year, automatically. I wouldn't go to a medicine man that had 250 horses outside his teepee. Would you? Would you? I don't know what kind of medicine he's practicing. That's weird medicine, man. But we lost it. We lost it a long time ago. We're going to religious people who have mansions and gold-plated faucets. They have to turn their bathtub on through a gold-plated faucet. And I'd like you to send me some more money this Sunday so I can tell you how to live. I pulled up here a driver in a limousine. The guy on the mountain that was multiplying things. That guy, he didn't get up there. He walked. Sandals. He walked. Nobody drove him up there in a chariot and dropped him off. That's the one there, Matthew, that makes me, I'll just say it out loud, the whole Joel Osteen, he might be the nicest guy in the world. I don't know him. But it's an example of, are you fleecing the flock, dude? How many freaking white suits do you need? And I got a couple of lab coats. That'll work. And they keep bringing it in every week. Unbelievable. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. I'd like to go listen to that guy. The most practiced salesman there ever was. I'm not judging either whiskey. I don't know them. I'm not gossiping. I'm just looking at fruit going, I don't know, man. It's feeling creepy to me. It feels creepy. And besides that, how many loaves of bread can I send to Somalia with that kind of money? And I just live in a nice little log cabin, a cottage. A nice cottage like everybody else on the block. Mansions with circular driveways filled with cars and filled with this. And can you sell me a standard operating procedure for growing mushrooms? Yeah. You gonna sell them one? I agree, Badgie. It'd be nice. Send them the flour, send them the yeast, send them the ovens, send them the food or the fuel, send them bakers. Teach them how. I agree. Teach them how to grow wheat. Top 10. Top 10. Let's do our 2 giveaways. Hey, you guys, I get a little excited here, don't I? I ran a little bit long again today. I guess I believe what I'm saying. I get a little carried away, don't I, Chris? But you guys listen. And then take it out there and you do stuff with it. I know you do because I see the fruit. Okay? Let's do a top 10. Heaviest terrestrial mammals, meaning those that walk around on the earth, not in the water. Heaviest terrestrial animals. I did a top 10. There's a top 10 list. Which ones are the heaviest animals? African elephant is number 1. I didn't pick it, so forget elephants. True as you are, good listeners. A gorilla and a buffalo. Badgie, that's good for us, right? Elephants. I know, Sandy, it's true. Hippo, polar bear, gorilla. Hell yeah, brother. Elephant, bears. I'm reading them as I see them on my screen. First person to read that I read that as the one I picked off this list will win the first prize today. Bears and elk and hippo and bison and giraffe and silverback and an elephant and a polar bear and a bison and a buffalo and a whale. Well, a whale's not going to be terrestrial, Joe. Stick with that one for the water guys. Hippo, elephant seal, elephant, tortoise, and a bear, and a lion. Lion made the list. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Tiger made the list. Bison, rhino, hippo, giraffe, lion, sea lion, bison. None of you guys are getting it. This is good. I got you guys really good. You're going to go, oh yeah, of course. A bison, a giraffe, a rhino, a hippo, a giraffe. I'm going to give you a hint. There's 2 types of them, and one of them's heavier than the other. Polar bear, white rhino, hippo, bison, moose, rhino, walrus, elephant, rhino, panda bear, a javelin, a hippo, a koala, a giraffe, and a silverback, a rhino, a polar bear, a monkey, a moose, an Arkansas beaver. There's 2 types of them, and one is heavier than the other. Black rhino, kangaroo, a panda, a gorilla, a hippo, a crocodile, a mammoth. Okay, so they used these as pack animals. It's a pack animal. A giant land sloth, grizzly bear, moose, rhino, a bull, a moose, a white rhino, a walrus, a bison, a panda. Hello, good morning, Marco. Tiger, alligator, cow, black bear, rhino, a walrus, an ox, water buffalo, black bear, gorilla, a liger, a rhino, a polar bear, a killer whale, a Bigfoot, a buffalo. You guys, I've given 77 clues already and nobody's there. A pig, a tiger, a grizzly bear, a crocodile, a Kodiak, a cow. Okay, so think desert animal. It's a desert animal. Moose, that thrasher, people, crocodile, moose, tiger, pig, moose, whale, mammoth, gorilla. turtle, alligator. It's a pack animal in a desert. Come on. Lion, brown bear, a bear, an Indian rhino, an elk, a seal, a koala, no. A yak, heck no. A panda, a rhino, an Indian rhino, a koala, a mammoth. Keyrin, finally. Camel. 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 You Arabian camel heads. The dromedary camel. Is the dromedary the one with the two humps? Which one has two humps and which one has one hump? Help me out here. I know there's a one humper and a two humper, just like African elephants and Indian elephants. Which is the humpers? Help me out with, I can only see dromedary. Dromedary is the one on the list. Okay? Camel. African elephant's number 1. Great Indian rhinoceros is number 2. Hippopotamus is number 3. My mother-in-law is number 4. Excuse me, a giraffe. Number 5, American bison. Number 6, grizzly bear. Number 7, a dromedary camel. Number 8, a moose. Number 9, a tiger. And number 10, a gorilla. Isn't there 2 types of camels, you guys? Where am I? There has to be. What is it? Bactrian? What's it called? Somebody look it up. Look it up. All my phones are help me out. Keyrin. I'm going to be sending you a Pops 10-pack. All right? What are the 2 kinds of camels? There's got to be 2 types. And then we've been doing 2 grams of ghost all week. I just stepped it up to 3. Okay? No, Keyrin, you're the one that won. Keyrin said camel first. Okay? So she's got 3 grams of ghost coming and a Pops 10-pack. All right? We must really have a big lag here. Right? That was a tough one. You guys, how come nobody got it? We still don't have which is the second type. The 1 and 2 humpies. Asian and Egyptian. No, one's called a dromedary. Bactrian? Oh, Tad's here. Tad, when did you come in? Get over here. Get over here. Who knew? I didn't even know. I thought that was Brock over there.
No, it's me.
Tad's here. You know why Tad's here, you guys? Tell them why you're here.
I'm here for class, school, to get some help, learn. Pop's going to take care of me.
And Brock.
And Brock.
Brock,
Oh, yeah.
Brock.
Well, actually, Brock's
Brock's going
doing
to do most of it. Yeah.
Brock's doing the lesson today.
So what he's doing today is taking grain from the start right out of the bag, cook the grain, prep the grain, jar it, PC it. He should go home with a couple of cases of jars of grain about 48 hours from today, ready to inoculate it.
Yay.
Okay?
Very happy.
So, Tad, you smell good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I didn't even know you were here, bro.
That's it right there.
Bactrian. Okay.
That's
So
the
actually the
two-humper.
Bactrian is the 2 humper,
Yeah.
and the dromedary is the 1 humper.
Good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I didn't even know you were over there, you goofball. That one went to Keyrin. Keyrin. See what I'm talking about, you guys? What am I telling you guys? We keep it coming, right? Keep growing, keep building, keep spreading, keep teaching, keep sharing knowledge, keep it coming forward. Am I right? That's so exciting. Largest. Let's do largest. You guys ready for this? We're going to do the largest carnivores. Largest carnivores. I've got a top 10 list. I picked one off the list. Go. Large carnivore. Polar bears. And pandas. And lions. And a lion. And a shirt-off Tad. And a lion and a bear and a tiger and a polar bear. And a lion. And a whale and a polar bear and a lion and a rhino. And a tiger and a grizzly bear and a crocodile and a gator and a grizzly bear and a tiger and a great white and a T-Rex and a tiger and a hippo and a tiger and a wolf and a bear and a wolf and an orca and a brown bear and a great white. And I'm not gonna. Should I give any clues? It starts with a W. Starts with a W. That's the only clue I'm gonna give. wolf, gorilla, jaguar, bear, largest carnivores. We eat meat. Elephant, seal, hippopotamus, hippo, jaguar, crocodile, starts with the W, the one I picked. Human, shark, kite, hippo, honey badger. I love honey badgers. I was reading about those last night. Black bear, hippo, sharks, elephant seal, cougar, rhino, a Komodo dragon, a black bear, an alligator, a giant panda, a gorilla. Here it comes, I see the answer coming. Brown bear, Chris Bastian, walrus. They are some big son of a guns. Number one on the list is a southern elephant seal. A southern elephant seal is the largest carnivore. Weighs 7,700 pounds. Number one, an elephant seal. Number two is Chris Bastian's walrus. Number two is a walrus. It only weighs 2,600 pounds. So we've dropped from 7,700 pounds, number one, to number two's 2,600 pounds. After that is the stellar sea lion, number three. Grizzly bear, weighing in at 1,700 pounds. Polar bear, number five. 6 is a tiger. 7 is a lion. 8 is an American black bear, weighing in at a paltry 500 pounds. A giant panda is number 9. And a spectacled bear is number 10, 309 pounds. Southern elephant seal, 7,700 pounds. By the time you get down to number 10, it's only 309 pounds. That elephant seal is a big dude. Chris Bastian, send me your address here, and I will be sending you a Pops 10-pack and 3 grams, a little over 3 grams of ghost specimens. Okay? So if you can get me your address, we'll get this mailed out to you. And Keyrin, you and Keyrin won today. Hey guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you. I think we had a great time. I sure definitely got my off my chest, as it were. Let's not be in this to make money off each other. If there's charges back and forth, understand that should be the guy's break-even numbers. After that, we're here to make sure that this thing grows. We're here to make sure people like Tad and you, if you want to come, and anybody else, that you just build your mycology game. You get it going. Our job as a group is to support that, get that going, help each other go there. And then spread it around. Please, 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 don't be in it for money. And then Pops, please, 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 stay humble. Bring it down and remember it's about the mushrooms behind you. That's what they're looking at. Lucifer. Get out of here, you guys. Go have a beautiful day. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself. Practice, practice, practice. International Kindness Association members. Pops, peace. Overjoyed and slinging MVP and RX and Naya. Thank you for being here. And Eric in Vegas, there's that girl. And Nerdy and Sandy, love you, man. Can't wait to see you, Sandy. I'm going to see you in 7 days. 7 days from now, I'm going to get the biggest Sandman hug I've ever gotten. Slingy and Village Bobcat and Overjoyed and Whiskey and Disky and Herb Quest. Nice. And Sarah Bear, there you are. Nice to see you here. Slingy and Kim, fleek it up, baby. Shasta, love you. Herbie and Mushman and Truzo and Sherry Buckman, she's so sweet. And Naya and Village Bobcat and Spoonie Smash and Overjoyed. Spoonie's sure a nice person. Mushman and the Tube Junkie and Godbath Music and Keyrin. Have a wonderful, beautiful day there. Chicago Ahead, RX and Free, I miss you, Free, and Joe Dubes, and Silly Gal, she sure is. Naya, see you in 7. I can't wait to meet her in person. Carlotta, Hector, I'm gonna get up there. Jimmy Max, Laura, have a divine day. Eric, Miss you, you machine. Chris and MVP and Papa Willie. Marco, thank you. Overjoyed and Hector, I caught up. Michael Burgum and Jackie Cat. Spoony, Pops, peace. Would you guys practice loving yourself and spreading goodness and kindness everywhere you go? Same much time, much channel. See you guys tomorrow.